Once a year in a city far, far away, record producers, bands, DJs, remixers, students and aspiring top 10 artists all gather to gaze in wonderment at shiny new technology, talk LFO and VCAs, and ponder over their next musical purchase that will take them to the next plateau of production. So where is this wondrous place? It could only be Sounds Expo 2007.
Digital Village are the UK's preeminent and best-loved music technology retailer. We caught up with product specialists from leading brands to tell us what's new and hot.
We've just released the new MPC 500, which gives entry-level MPC users the ability to go portable on the road. So we've got a lot of DJs that want to use our products live, but the problem is the size of some of the products. You know, they're very studio-based, so it gives them the ability to go out live, work with loops, and you get the classic MPC feel from them. And bringing the entry-level models into the equation now is really giving newer users the ability to get back into hardware sampling. The concept of the MPD-24 is there is X amount of users out there that are still software-based, and they will always be software-based. So they want the classic feel of what Akai offer, but they want to stay in the software domain. So this gives them the ability to program their beats on the pads. It gives them the control interface to work their plugins, and we've got control protocols on the system so they can lock it direct into Cubase, Pro Tools, Logic. You know, they can do all the real-time controls with their soft synths. So it just gives it a stage further away from the mouse and gives it much more of a human live feel. We've been really successful recently in the drum technology market, obviously with our DM5 kit and stuff and our classic drum machines. So we wanted to bring out a control pad that was at a very affordable price, which has today's technology. So we bundled it with BFD, which is probably one of the biggest software programs out there at the moment on the market. And it gives people who are not into hip hop, who are much into hard rock and stuff, to give them the ability to program a live feel who can't maintain having a drum kit in their bedroom.
Sonar Home Studio 6 is based on the Sonar 6 technology, which means that you get Vista support. You also get the Session Drummer, Dimension LE, and also video support, all included inside of the program, along with a suite of audio effects. All this for just over £100. Sonar 6 is our flagship product, and because of that it has a lot of professional features in it. Whether it's active controller technology, allowing me to control any part of the software via controller keyboard, or if I have things like the VC64, which was created by Kierhaus Audio, which is a mastering plugin, along with audio snapping capabilities and full MIDI implementation as well.
The new BCR range is the new generation of 8-roll controllers. The idea really here is to get as many controls as possible on the keyboard and the best possible quality at a given price. We're really excited about the M16 especially because we're basically combining a full-on digital mixer which you can operate standalone without a computer. However, the breakout box has USB 2 also in the box, so you can allow to connect to your computer and record up to 18 inputs at the same time.
We've got 6 plugins that will be native. 3 we've just launched, the EQ, the Dynamic and the Limiter. And we're launching another 3 in the next sort of few weeks. We've actually introduced flexible bundling, so rather than kind of being told you've got to buy this set of plugins or that set of plugins, some people we found that may have one of our plugins already, or a couple, you know, they now want to sort of branch out and kind of extend their collection.
The new TC Helicon VoiceWorks Plus, it's got a lot of features that we've seen in existing processors, plus new technology. We're talking about 4th generation Harmony products. We've also got voice modeling in the box, so we can use that to change the tone of our voice, the format. We've got delay, we've got reverb, we've got pitch correction, and we've got voice doubling, so it's going to be really special.
We needed to update the Mackie control. You know, you don't fix something that isn't broke. So what we've done for all of our users is put a USB interface onto it now, so you can connect it straight into your computer. It gives you 3 MIDI ports on it as well, so you can just daisy chain off our extender packs that come with it as well. Very easy to use. So it's the ultimate controller really for somebody that needs to control their software. Traction 3, very simple and easy to use audio and MIDI software. Key features you get on the Pro pieces of software, but obviously at a semi-pro price. We're giving you an ultimate bundle now with up to 6 gigabytes of Apple loops. It's now the only piece of software on a PC that supports Apple loops. We're doing a project bundle of that as well. Starts off with the entry-level price, £79 retail, so it's a one-screen, easy-to-use solution.
The Lexicon MX300 and 400 have both pushed effects processing boundaries. Digital Village spoke to Harman UK to see just what's next from this reputable brand.
New Lexicon MX500 is a leap forward. They've taken a fantastic engine and they've added Firewire. So now we can use it as a true VST plugin on top of your Cubase or Logic or whatever platform you decide to record on. The new D5, which is a dynamic microphone, new capsule technology, really low noise and fantastic feedback rejection. They're also bringing out the C5, which is a condenser version of the same microphone, and obviously being a condenser, it's one of their strengths, it's a massive part of their business. They've also introduced into the world a limited edition C414, and because it's the year 2007, they're only making 2007.
The USB 2200A has got some additional features on there, so if you think of it as a best-selling large diaphragm condenser, which with all the normal analog functions, 10 dB pad, bass cut, it also then has zero latency headphone monitoring built into it, which is a world's first. It has a switch on it which deals with the different sensitivities of Macs and PCs, which none of the other manufacturers have tackled either. It also allows you to stream USB and analog simultaneously, and it has a voltage conditioning chip, which is one of the boring bits, but it's also very important. So basically you're getting all the benefits of one of the best analog mics on the market, and you get USB functionality. We came up with a microphone which is a true condenser that latches onto the body of your guitar without affecting the sound quality of it, without impinging on the guitar itself. Fix it in place and then stroll around the studio and still get perfect take as if you're sitting stock still in front of the microphone. And I've been using it quite a lot myself recently. It's a very cool product, sounds really good. We've got people using the reflection filters for bass drums and for electric guitar, but when you want to get it into a smaller space, it's a bit cumbersome. So we came up with the instrument reflection filter, which is a smaller version. It's ideal for things like miking pianos and drums, more specific applications. And it comes as either a single piece, which you can use if you're just miking up a piano mic, or you can buy a 5-piece set in a flight case, which you can use for all your studio applications and for miking up drums.
Boasting accessible synthesis at a highly affordable price, we get the lowdown on the brand new Zio from Novation.
Like the X-Station, it's an all-in-one solution. It's a synthesizer, it's a MIDI controller, it's an audio interface. It's just more compact, a slightly revamped version of the X-Station KS engine. We basically wanted to give it a slightly more cutting-edge sound. So it's got all the classic kind of clean British patches that the other Novation synths has, but it's also got these extra filter formats which allow it to sound a lot more distorted. It allows you to run 32 channels, it appears like a plugin in the sequencer, so it gives you 32 fantastic vintage plugins all running at the same time, running off the hardware which has onboard DSP. Every one of those plugins is a compressor and an EQ, so you've got 32 compressors, 32 EQs. Every one of those compressors and EQs is a choice of one of 40 compressor emulations, one of 20 EQ emulations, so you've got a massive amount of choice.
The key design elements of KRKs, we use the same design elements across all lines. Because we have a certain philosophy, we want to create a great working tool for end customers. The studio monitor should always tell you what's going on, because what you want to hear is what you want to get at the end of the day. We have Kevlar woofers. They are very rigid, very stiff, and give you great transient response. The second feature is that we always use soft dome tweeters, sounding very natural and resonating in a frequency that is not ear fatiguing. And the third element that we are always using is baseboard to the front. It's not creating any problems with a speaker you put on the wall. So you're very flexible in wherever you put the speaker in a room.
Arturia have announced the Jupiter 8 is going to be shipping in April. It's obviously based on the original Jupiter 8, the synthesizer, the classic synthesizer, which was very popular. It's got all the features of the original, plus a lot more. You get a great feature called the Galaxy. Sound-wise, we like to think it sounds as close to the original as it possibly could do. Lots of new features in there, effects, oscillators, great. The filter section, typical Arturia, so it's a very good product. We're looking forward to it.